Hey guys, this is Frankie Painter Fitness, and I am outside today in the beautiful Beersford Park. It is the perfect temperature. I'm underneath this shelter here, and that's where we're going to do our workout today. So I was feeling like I needed a push-up and lower body workout, so that is what is planned. Now for equipment, I have a mat. Now, you only need a mat if you plan to do your push-ups on the floor or if you plan to do them on your knees. If you're going to do push-ups in the full hand and foot position, either on a coffee table or a chair or a countertop, you don't even need a mat. I also have a set of 15-pound weights that I will hold for the lower body portion. Now, you don't need weights at all. You can use your body weight for this entire thing. So, ultimately, you really don't need any equipment except maybe some water, some good shoes, and a towel. Now, here's how this is gonna work. We're gonna do our warm-up, but then our workout is going to consist, like I said, of push-ups and lower body. We're going to do 8 push-ups in between each lower body exercise. So for your push-ups, I don't care what type of push-up you do. I'm going to vary my push-ups. I'm going to do a few on the benches. I'm going to do a few on the mat. I might do some triceps push-ups. I don't even have that planned right now at this point. I'm just going to do what I feel like in the moment. But we'll always do 8 push-ups. So your goal for those 8 push-ups, no matter how you do them, is to have perfect form for all 8. So if that means modifying the push-up, if you're on your hands and toes and you need to go to your knees, do that. If your hands are raised up onto a surface and it's too hard, raise them up higher. If it's too easy, put them down lower. So that will all be completely up to you. But 8 push-ups, always excellent form, and then we'll do our lower body stuff in between. Now, when we start with a group of exercises, so like to start with are basic squats, but I'm going to do a few variations on those basic squats. But once we finish with that, we are not going to come back and repeat that. That section is over. So I have kind of 5 groups of lower body exercises for us to do. And honestly, I just don't have that planned all out specifically right now. I'm just going to go by how I feel at the moment. All right, so let's get going with our warm-up, and then we'll get started with our workout. Okay, so we're going to start off with some knee lifts to the chest here. And I'm in a shelter. I don't know if people are going to walk up with a picnic and want a picnic here while I'm doing this. I'm just taking a chance because I was already out here and it's just a beautiful day. All right, give me 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now, let's do some rotations here. So we want to warm up our lower body completely. That's all the muscles in our lower body as much as we can before we get started. Give me 2 more like this. Now go the opposite way, out to in. I just did a walk with a client, so I feel like my hips are warmed up. I don't necessarily feel like all my lower body muscles are warm. 1 more. Now switch legs. So in to out, just like this. Nice and easy. Work on your balance here. We'll do 3 more like this. Around. 2, 1 more. Opposite way, out to in. This is just really good for hips. Rotation. While we do lunges, squats. 1 more. All right. Now, let's swing the leg front to back. So if you need to hold on when you do this, absolutely grab something to hold on to. But as you can see, my arms just swing in front of my body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go the other way. This is actually one of the exercises I do before every run. Front to back leg swings. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's try to go side to side. I usually hold on to something for this. We'll see how good I am with balance for this. Side to side. Always a dynamic warm-up, which which means you're moving your muscles through their range of motion. 2 more. Switch sides. So again, you could hold on if you need to. Usually one side balance is better than the other. Sometimes I have to focus a little more for one side. And we do have a couple balance exercises mixed in here because I think it's really important. 3, 2, and 1. Now, basic squats. Feet a little wider than hips. Squat down and up. Now I have benches here. They're probably about coffee table height, I'd say. You could always use that bench as your guide for a squat or your coffee table. So like you sit back, tap your hips, and stand back up just like that. That's a good guide for about how far you need to squat. I never squat below 90 degrees in my classes or my own workouts. 1 more. All right, let's do alternating front lunges. Step front and come back. Now, when we do front lunges in our workout, you want to make sure you aren't stepping so far to the front that that front knee goes over those toes or your front heel comes up off the ground. You want to plant it and keep it planted. Let's do 2 more. Now backwards. And while we're doing this one, let's raise our arms up. Go ahead and start getting our upper body warmed up for all those push-ups. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do a curtsy lunge. This is one of our exercises. You're going to take your left leg, step it right behind your right foot, lunge down like this, and come back out. So you can see when I do a curtsy, I am not stepping way over here. I'm stepping right behind. So it makes it a little harder for balance because your base of support is really skinny. But I want you to do it that way to protect your knee. 1 more. Now switch sides. So if you're unsure about your position here, look down. Like I can see my knee is lining right up to the back of my heel. If you can't see that, maybe go in front of a mirror and just check that position. 3 more. 2 and 1. Now, side to side lateral lunges. Step out, other side. So the lunging leg bends, the stationary leg stays straight. Exhale as you come up. So at my house, I have to contend with yard workers. Out here, I may have to contend with helicopters. Never really thought about that. So every time you pull down, shoulders come together, squeeze them, kind of like you're trying to touch your elbows in the back. 3, 2, and 1. Now, arm circles. This will just warm our shoulders up because they do a lot of the work in the push-ups. Only upper body exercise today is push-ups. But the good thing, backwards, push-ups work, I want to say every single muscle in your upper body. I'm not sure that's right, but when I do them, I feel like they do. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now open out, swing them across to the front. Cross, outside. 3, 2, 1. Now swing them up to a Y and down. So you just go as far as your range of motion allows here. We have a little bit of cardio in this workout, But when we get to that part, which are squat jumps or plie squat jumps, you can always skip that part or just do the squat and not the jump. 2 more, last one. Okay, the last one I want to do is a walkout. So you're going to put your hands down on the floor, walk out to a plank position, hold it right here, and then from the side, it's a scapular push-up. So you're going to let your body drop down below your shoulders and then push back up just like that. Drop it down, your body comes through and back up. Now walk it in and stand up. We're going to do 2 more of those with 2 scapular push-ups at the bottom. Walk it out, hands right under shoulders. So let your chest drop through. Don't bend your elbows. Push back up, drop it through. So when I do that right there, I feel, walk it in, I feel my back muscles pinching together. I actually feel the skin kind of pinching together. Walk it out, hands under shoulders. Abdominals are pulled in. Drop through, back up, drop through, back up, walk it in. Last time, walk it out, hold it, hands under shoulders, through and up, through and up, walk it back in, stand up. Now, give me some jumping jacks, or step jacks, or half jacks, just to get the heart rate going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, just up on your toes a little bit here. So on your toes, almost like you're jumping rope. On and off your toes. Swing your arms just a little. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now, we are going to start off with push-ups. I'm going to say this one time. I don't want to repeat it. So, when you're doing push-ups, if you are on your mat, there are 3 ways you can do this. A level 1 push-up is on all fours, hands directly under shoulders. So under no circumstance in our push-up will our arms be out in front of us. This is bad form. Underneath your shoulders. Drop your head and upper body through your hands and push back up. That's a level 1. Level 2, walk your hands out, drop your hips in. So still have a straight line here, lower down, press back up. And a level 3 regular push-up is on hands and toes, just like that. That's if you're doing them on the floor. If you're going to do them on a bench, you'll be here. Again, hands underneath your shoulders, just like this. So I'm not at my bench like this. This is not the right position. Walk your toes in. Make sure you have this straight line. I like to kind of wrap my thumbs around the edge. Lower down, press back up. Lower down and up. So if that is too low for you, raise your hands up onto something higher. This is the top part of this picnic table right here. Bring yourself up and over, lower down, press up, down, and up, just like that. So whatever you do, your 8 push-ups need to be perfect form. Abdominals are pulled in, pelvic tilt slightly, so you're tucking it under when you're in your position, in your hands, either directly under your shoulders or in line with your shoulders. So now I could have my hands out wide like this, but they're still in line. If I drew a line down from my shoulder and connected it across, my hands would be on that line. So those are important to remember. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's get going. We're going to start off with 8 regular push-ups, however you want to do them. I'm going to do them raised because this is my first set and I kind of want this to be my warm-up set. All right, so here we go. 8 push-ups, abdominals in, tuck your pelvis. I'm not going to say it again, but you're going to do it every time we come back to push-ups. Let's go. Down, exhale, up. 2, up, 3, up, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And in between, if you want want to stretch back into child's pose every time before you switch, absolutely do that. All right, we're going to move to our first group, squats, basic squats. So if you're holding weights and they get too heavy, put them down or just hold one. All right, we're going to start off with 12 basic squats. My feet are a little wider than my hips. Weights are by my side. You could hold them here if you wanted. Basic squat, hips back, heels stay down. Let's go. Down, exhale, up. 2, 3, 4. Keep those abdominals pulled in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now go down, give me one pulse up, down, stand all the way up. 12 of these. Down, pulse, down, stand, down, pulse, down, stand. 4, pulse, and stand. 5, pulse, stand. 6, up. 7, pulse, stand. 8, pulse. 9, up. 10, and up. 11, one more. Down, pulse. Take it down, 8 pulses right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stand up. Now give me 4 basic squats. Down, up, 2, 3, 4. 4 with 1 pulse at the bottom. Down, pulse, stand. 2, pulse, stand. 3, pulse. Last one. 4, pulse. 7 pulses at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stand up on this one. 4 basic squats. 4 basic squats. 3, 2, 4 with 1 pulse at the bottom. Pulse and stand. Pulse, stand. 2 more. Down, pulse, stand. 1 more. Pulse. 6 pulses at the bottom. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stand up. 4 squats. Down, up. 3, 2, 1. 4 with a pulse at the bottom. Pulse and stand. Pulse, stand. 2 more. Pulse. Last one. Pulse. 5 pulses at the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, stand up. 4 basic squats. Down. Whew, my heart rate. 2, 1 more. 1 pulse at the bottom. 4 times. Stand up. Down. Pulse. 2 more. Pulse. Last one. Pulse. 4 pulses right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up. 4 squats. And up. 3, up. 2, 1 more. 4 with 1 pulse at the bottom. Up, stand. Up and stand. Pulse, stand. Last time. Pulse. 3 pulses at the bottom. 3, 2, stand up. 4 squats. We're almost there. I didn't even know I was going to do this ladder when I started this. 1 more. Give me 1 pulse at the bottom, 4 times. Pulse and stand. Squat, pulse, 2 more. Pulse, but we started it, we might as well finish it. Pulse, 2 pulses. 1, stand up. Last time, 4 squats. 3, 2, and 1. 4 with 1 pulse at the bottom. And then this will be our last thing right here. 2 more. Last time. 1 pulse at the bottom. Oh, that's it. Perfect. Weights are down. Squat jumps, then push-ups. 16 squat jumps or 16 basic squats. Here we go. Arms front. 2, 3, 4. Keep your heels down. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, quick drink of water. Oh, okay, that was good. I honestly could probably stop right there and be pretty confident that my legs would be sore tomorrow, but we're gonna keep going. 8 push-ups. Now, here's how I'm gonna do these. Hands and toes for me. My left arm is going to stay in close to my body. For triceps push-up, my right arm is gonna go out to the side. So I'm gonna put my right arm up. My hands on the floor look like this, okay? Just like that. So my left arm goes by my side. My right arm goes slightly out to the side. I hope you can see that. 8 of these, if you're doing them on your knees or modified position, you're welcome to do the same thing. Here we go. Down, up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stretch back if you need to. So that gets some triceps work on one side. We'll do the other side next time. Okay, now we're gonna take our weights and we are gonna lunge. So here's our pattern. With your left leg, you will go front, back, front, pulse, and then we're gonna lift the back leg, put it down, lift it, and put it down, okay? Then we're gonna go back, front, back, pulse, lift the back leg, put it down, lift it, and put it down. So stick with me here. It's a pattern. Front, back, front, pulse, lift, lift. Back, front, back, pulse, lift, lift. So if you need to say it to yourself, do it. So this is going to be your left leg in motion. Here we go. Front, back, front, pulse. Now lift the back leg up, tap it down, up, tap it down. Leg goes back. I hear the train coming. Front, back, pulse, lift, down, lift. Now go to the front. Front, back, front, pulse, lift the back leg up, down, up, down. Leg goes back, leg goes front. Back, pulse, up, down, up, front leg. Here we go. Front, back, front, pulse. Back leg, lift, down, lift, down. Go backwards, back. I have a feeling we're going to hear that train horn. Pulse, because we've got a cross here. Lift. We got 2 more to go. Front, back, front, pulse. Lift, down, lift, down. Take it back. Back, front, back, pulse, lift, down, go to the front, last time here, front, back, pulse, lift, down, up, go back, front, back, lift, up, down, up, and down. Okay, put your weights down. 8 push-ups. We're going to do the other side next. Okay. Ooh. Pull this back. Now, I'm going to switch my hands on this. My right hand is close to my body. My left hand, or my left arm, will go out to the side. So now my hands are like this. Put them down on the mat. Position. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch back. Okay. The train was short. Grab your weights if you are using them. We will do our lunges with your right leg leading. We did 5 cycles of this. Okay, so front, back, front, pulse. Here we go. Front, back, front, pulse. Lift the back leg up, put it down, up. Now go backwards. Back and front and back. Pulse, lift the leg up, down, up, go to the front. Front, back, front, pulse. Lift the back leg up, down, up, go backwards. Back, front, back, pulse. Lift up, down. That's 2. Go front, front and back, front, pulse, lift, lower. And on my lower, I'm in a little lunge position. I think you can see that. Back, front, back, and pulse. Lift, down, lift. That's 3. Front and back. Front, pulse, lift, down, lift, down. Back. I think you can hear me breathing too. Pulse, lift, down. Abdominals are pulled in here. Last time. Front and back. Front, pulse, lift up, down, up, into the back, back, front, back, lift, up, down, up, and down. Okay, put your weights down. That is a hard little segment. Okay, 8 push-ups. I'm going to keep these basic on the mat. Okay, basic push-ups. I will do them from this way. I personally love triceps push-ups. That's what I'm going to do this time. Elbows stay right next to my body. Okay, here we go. Down, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Push back. All right. So that is 32 push-ups so far. Take your weights back. We will do reverse lunge to a knee lift, which is balance, curtsy to a knee lift, same leg. So remember from the beginning, when you curtsy, your knee falls right behind that leg. As you go through, at least in my classes, I notice when people get tired, they get a little sloppy. Their leg goes far over. I'm trying to protect your knee as much as possible. So the farther over I go this way, this leg is bent. You can see it's pointed. There's some twisting. We just don't want that to happen. So pretend like you're on a balance beam. You're stepping right back onto that balance beam. You're coming straight back up into your knee lift. So you might need something to lean up against for this, especially if you feel like your balance is bad or maybe not good today. But you can always tap in the middle. So we do the lunge, knee lift up, you could tap right here before you start your curtsy. 12 per side. Left leg starts. Lunge back, knee lift up, curtsy, and we're gonna do these slowly. Like I said, we're only going through things once, so we wanna make sure we're getting the most out of this time. Smaller number of reps, do them slower, so the time under tension is long. Curtsy, that's 4. Lunge back, knee lift. Curtsy, that's 5. Lunge back, knee lift. Curtsy, you should feel this in your glute. Lunge, knee. Curtsy, that right glute. 8, knee lift. Curtsy, knee. 9, lift, curtsy, lift. 10, lift, curtsy. 2 more. Oh, I'm feeling it. Lift, curtsy, last time. Whew. Curtsy. Oh my goodness. Let me break for a second here. Glute, quad, or calf. Whew. All right, let's put a set of push-ups in right here. I'm gonna do these on the bench, a little higher, but I'm sticking with my triceps. Wherever you wanna go, let's do it. Down, up, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. That's our active recovery. Instead of resting, we're doing something active. Grab your weights. Right leg. Reverse lunge to curtsy. Here we go. Lunge, knee lift up, curtsy, and knee. 2, lift, curtsy. Those are my ankles that crack. Knee, curtsy, knee. 4, hold it, curtsy, hold. 5, are your abdominals pulled in right now? 6, curtsy. 7, I feel my calf. Woo. 8, curtsy. 9, oh, it feels so good to be outside. 10, lift, curtsy. 2 more. Lift, curtsy. Last time. Lunge, knee, curtsy, knee. Oh. Weights are down. I think we're at 40 push-ups. Let's make it 48. I'm gonna do, on the bench, I'm gonna be on one foot. So I'm gonna wrap my other foot around my ankle. Okay. 1 foot push-up, 8, let's do it. Then we'll get a drink of water. 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch back. I see a mosquito. Mosquitoes don't usually like me. All right, we're on our 4th lower body. And if you'll remember, I said we had 5 to do. Okay, so plie squats. Now, we're going to hold our weights for this. And of course, as always, you know, you can use one weight for anything that you do. You could use no weight. But we're going to start off with both of them. Plie squat is just a wider position. Now, I could have chosen any number of lower body exercises, but what I tried to focus on were the major muscles, well, not even the major muscles, just varying positions that you do things in. So front, back, sideways, diagonal, toes pointed front, toes pointed out, like that. So you get a good variety, and we're really working all those muscles. So toes point out just slightly, and when you do a plie squat, let me put my weights down, make sure your knees track the same direction as your toes. So in other words, I don't want my toes to be out and my knees to cave in like this at the bottom of that squat. And you can see that. Just look down at yourself and just see what your knees are doing. The other thing is when you hold weight, sometimes it messes up your form. So if you start to do it and you feel like your form isn't as good, put the weights down and get it right without the weight first. Then when you've learned that, you can always add the weight back in. Here we go. I'm going to hold the weights just like this so they're not in the way. And we will do 16 basic plie squats. Let's go. Keep your upper body nice and straight. Stand all the way up at the top. Squeeze your tushy. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your quads. Tushy and glutes are the same thing. Exhale, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 4 more. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Now, go to the bottom right here. Turn your weights this way. Give me 8 pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stand up. 15 squats. Let's go. Down, up. 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, exhale. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Take it to the bottom. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stand all the way up. 14 squats. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Take it to the bottom. This is different. Up on on your left foot. Toes, right toes. Left, right, left, right, left. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, stand all the way up. Oh, oh my goodness, put your weights down. 12 squat jumps, plie squat jumps, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pick up one weight. Right here. Hold it at your chest. Nice and close. 13 goblet squats. Here we go. Squeeze. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hold the weight here. 12 jump squats right here. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Right back here. Squat down on your toes. Left, right, or actually, yes, left, right, left, right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last thing, weight down. 16 jumps. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. That's probably one of the hardest lower body segments I've ever done. Okay. Oh, goodness, water. Heart rate. Okay, push-ups. I'm going to do them on the bench again, and this time I will have my other foot crossed around behind. So, you do your push-ups however you want. 8 of these. Let's see, I think I got this. Here we go. Down, up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stretch back. Okay. Now we have one more thing to do for lower body. Lateral lunge to a knee lift. Then straight into a deadlift to a knee lift. So you saw me tap down right there. If you need, right here, you can tap down. As you hinge, when you come back up, you can tap. So there's a couple places, but when we do this hinge, so when we've done our lateral lunge, back to our knee lift, right here, your back is flat, and you're in a straight line. You're not hunched over, flat back, come up, knee lift up. So this is another balance, because after our lunge, we balance, whoops, right here, we deadlift, and we balance. So, 1 or 2 weights for this, whatever you feel like you can hold. We will go to your right side first. So we'll do 12 per side. Here we go. Lunge, push back to a knee lift. Now transition. Leg goes back, hinge, flat back, come back up to your knee lift. Lateral lunge, push up to knee lift. Transition, leg is back, back to your knee lift. Lunge and 3. This is the hard part right here. Keeping the balance. Hinge, come back up. Lunge, knee lift. Transition, straight leg back. 4, I think that's 4. Up, lunge, to a knee lift. Press back. 5, lunge, and up, press. 6, and knee lift. I'll do a couple from the side. Lunge, knee lift. To the side, and up. Lunge, knee lift. Leg is back, shoulder square, knee lift up. 9, hinge, work on the balance. 10, knee, press back, shoulder square. 2 more. Knee lift. This may definitely be one that you want to work on with no weight. Last time, just to get the movement. And up. So I have a lot of people in my classes that have trouble with this part of the movement. So an easy thing to do, especially right now if you're in a place where you have a coffee table, like I have this bench, I could put my weight down. I could do it here, my knee lift up. Then when I go to hinge over, I use this, tap my hands on it so it's higher. The other thing you could do, like this is a perfect height right here, just work on the hinge balance part, just like that. This is a great balance exercise to do at home. So if you have trouble with that part of the exercise, work on that. Push-ups, we're doing 8, just like we have been. All right, I'm gonna do some wide push-ups this time. So my hands will be wider apart, just like this, but still in line with my shoulders. Here we go. Down, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and stretch back. All right, group, we've got to do the left side of your body for these lunges. One more set of push-ups, stretch, and we're done. Okay, so you'll go to your left. I'll do the same thing, 6 facing you and 6 to the side. Here we go. Lunge. Knee lift up. Transition, weights come to the front. Leg is back. Back to your knee lift. So I encourage you not to rush through this. Take your time. Even if you don't do the full 12, I'd rather you work on the movements and getting those right than to worry about the number of reps. Here's 4, push, balance, leg goes back, and back up. 5, this is the hard part right here, to know how hard to push. Over, and up. 6, knee lift, hinge, and up. I'll turn sideways. 7, knee lift, hinge, and back up. 8, knee, hinge, and up. 9, shoulders. 11. Ooh. Hinge. Last one. Knee lift up. Hinge. Knee lift. Oh my goodness. All right. Weights are down. Last set of push-ups. I have a feeling I'm going to feel this tomorrow, which is exactly what I wanted. All right. So I'm going to end with basic push-up. My hands are a little bit wider, not as close as triceps, not as wide as a wide push-up. And my elbows go back to about 45 degrees. So they never go out to the side like this. They just go back to about 45. Okay, last 8. Let's do it. Down and up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I can do it. One more. Down and up. Oh, and stretch back. Now, I don't know how many push-ups we did, so if you were counting those, please comment on this video and let me know exactly how many we did. I could probably go back and figure it out, but we know it was over 40. Okay. All right, I feel like we did a fabulous job. So, lower body stretches, we'll start with that. Quad stretches. Grab the foot. Opposite arm can go up for balance. Of course, you could stand next to something or hold on to it if you need to. But again, anytime you are working out and you can incorporate balance into the workout, you should do it. Balance is so important. Switch sides. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to have these stretches go on for too long, but if you feel like you need a longer stretch, take your time and do it. Okay, hamstrings, heel down, push your hips back. Back stays flat here. Just like this. Switch sides. Well, this was a perfect day to do this outside. Mid-60s, breeze, birds singing, sun shining. Okay. Now, I'm going to do this hip stretch seated today, just because most of the time I do it standing. I personally feel like I get the best stretch when I sit, even just about better than when I do it lying on my back. So you're just going to cross one foot over the opposite knee. Sit really nice and tall, and then hinge over. So right here where people make the mistake is they do like this and they kind of just sit like this. I don't feel really a hip stretch at all when I do this. And you're feeling it in the hip of the leg that's crossed over. But if I sit tall, keep my back completely flat, I feel it a lot. So just like that, on that hip. Oh, that feels so good. Switch sides. Nice and tall. And I'm sitting right on the edge of the bench. Come forward, back stays flat. Ooh. And this side is forever tight on me. This is my left side. I attribute it to running on banked roads, where my left leg is always a little bit lower. Whether or not that's the case, I just think that's probably what it is, because I tend to kind of run the same routes. But I do try to get on flat surface wherever I can. So if you see me running in the middle of the road, that's why, because that's the flattest part. All right, now I want to do a hip flexor. So I'm going to use this bench here, and I'm going to turn sideways on the bench, push my back leg back just like this. Now, if you're on the mat, same idea is when we do it this way on the mat, just like this. I'm just going to use the bench because I'm already here. So right on the edge, push that leg back, and then I'm just going to reach my fingertips up as tall as I can. And just feel that stretch right in the front of the hip there. It's glorious. Oh. All right, I'm going to turn away from you. Same thing. This way. Push the leg back. Reach the arms up nice and tall. Oh, it feels so good. And let's release that. Now, upper body. So I'm going to use the bench here, the top part of the picnic table. Actually, maybe I should use this one. Put my fingertips on it, and I'm going to step back and just let my arms come right, or my head come right through my arms and keep my back real flat. This is perfect on the back of a chair or your kitchen countertop. Perfect height. So now while I'm here, I'm going to press my right hand into the table so I feel the stretch like right underneath here. Back of the shoulder, underneath the arm, switch sides. So just gentle back and forth with that press, just stretching out that shoulder. Now arch your back up, so we'll do a modified cat and cow. So pull the pelvis under, arch, flatten out. Do it again, arch it up, flatten it out, arch it, and flatten, and then we'll walk it forward. And you did a fabulous job. So that's your push-up, lower body workout. I hope you have enjoyed this. I have loved this environment, and I have loved being able to work out with you today. So have a wonderful day. Hopefully all this will be over soon, but thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.